Good morning, pregame crew. It is Friday, September 3rd, 8:22 a.m. Eastern. I'm Chart Gal Lori. You have found yourself at the pregame show. So, audio visual check, please. Make sure you can see my screen and hear me. Good morning, Tammy. How are ya? Hey, Lou. Jason, Blue Dog, Bridget, Sean, Roger Morgan. Ginfija? Did I say that right? Hey, Judd. Hey, Jason. Don, David, where are you, Chuck? Where are you, Chuck? Awesome. Thank you. Hey, John. Thank you, Roger. Appreciate it. We have non-farm payrolls in 7 minutes, or non-farm payroll. I'm not even concerned about what's expected. I don't even know those numbers, nor do I need to know those numbers because we'll just trade the price action. But it definitely could affect this 4-hour inside bar we have forming on ES. Chart Gal Lori, here's my Twitter. We have the Chart Guys handle. It's at Chart Guys. You can follow Dan. He posts a lot of great setups as well. My goal today is to post a Lotto setup on Twitter. If you're interested in my chart setup, it is on the screen. We have a potential 4-hour bull flag. We have a squeeze. We have 4-hour inside bars. That is the story of the day. It's Fun Fact Friday. Tell me a fun fact about yourself. There he is. Thanks, Chuck. Hey, Night Truck. Hey, Bobby, Jorge, Philip. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Jason, can you give us a discount code for membership, please? I'm asking Jason to give us a discount code that you can use, a couple of you can use, for your first month membership in TCG. TCG, you get fun things like all of these different setups. Charting Me and Dan posted setups. I posted setups. It's kind of like a preview of what I'll be going over today. We have tons of news. Thriving community. We have fantasy football league starting this Sunday. Jason, I think you make up fun facts about Tammy. Chris, are you kidding me? That is amazing. You know what? It is awesome to go with high quality names and high quality setups. So I was just looking at this one this morning. We talked about this. What day did we talk about this, Chris? Was that... It was before it broke, so it had to be Monday maybe? This has been a parabolic breakout, just amazing. I mentioned I put it in my dad's account. I did not day trade it. That was a miss by me. So definitely parabolic. Look at that. That is beautiful. I'm so glad you got it. I try to help y'all, and of course all my calls are not, all my setups are not going to work, like Roku yesterday. What a letdown. We know what we call that chart, but we're not going to say that out loud. But not all of them are going to work, but when they do work, they can be really nice, and this is definitely a good one. We have a dividend scheduled for September 14th. I guess that's the ex-divvy date where they will declare it, whoever's holding it on that date, and they will pay you on October 6th. So we may get some pullback into that dividend. But what a move. It's literally my favorite pattern, cup and handle. And what's my least favorite pattern? If you've been a member of the Swing Report, the Chart Guys community, you know that I complain about a certain setup all the time. It is the faux head and shoulders. These patterns are fake out so many times for me. And I've talked about this pattern. I talked about it yesterday. I'm gonna keep bringing it up until I can get it imprinted on your brain. I see often a daily head and shoulders look where it gives you that look and scares you. But on the higher time frame, we have a bull flag. So daily head and shoulders, and it's disguising this weekly bull flag. And I see this on lower time frames where you may have a potential hourly bull flag, and then you'll have a 15-minute head and shoulder setup, and then you get a tiny bear break fake out, and then it just resumes higher. So for me, they are not trustworthy. They are like your high school sleazy boyfriend who wore polo cologne. They are untrustworthy. The head and shoulders is untrustworthy. And I heard some of y'all were being crack rabbits yesterday and you're trading. So that's your goal today. Don't be a crack rabbit. So visualization techniques works in sports. It works in your workplace. And it for sure works in trading. So just for a second, if I can just do some voodoo with you, I want you to visualize how you want to feel in, in 7 hours, right? No, 7.5 hours. The end of the trading day. Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern, how do you want to feel? You're going to have a 3-day weekend. You don't want to spend that 3-day weekend thinking about how you goofed up today. You didn't manage risk. You didn't use stop losses. You went against your rules. Don't do that. So let's visualize how we want to feel. We want to say, man, I could print out my order sheet and I could show Lori my entries and exits. They were so clean. I could show Charting Man Dan. I could show Jason because they are just so crisp, clean, and textbook, and I followed my system. Do not think about the money. If you think about the money, you will lose, I promise you. So I always like to bring you a concept every morning, and today's concept is underlying ETFs. I see people talking about names like NAIL, N-A-I-L, which is a 3 times ETF. Actually, this is set up very bullishly. But when we have a 3 times ETF with decay, do not chart it. Do not chart Nugget. It will give you false signals because it has decay built in it. You want to chart the underlying in which the 3 times ETF is derived from. And so I saw this divergence this morning in 2 charts, and so this is why I came up with the concept. So bonds. Let's start with bonds. This is the chart for bonds. This is the chart. Let me add this actually so I don't have to type it every time. So this is the chart for bonds. Mistakenly, a lot of people will chart TLT. TLT is an ETF. It's not a 3 times ETF, so it doesn't have that decay, but it is built around ZB. So TLT shows a weekly inside bar and a weekly EQ. Look at this. This daily chart looks so healthy, doesn't it? And it can misguide you. What's the right word? A vocabulary escapes me again. So it can be misleading. That's the word, misleading. So TLT looks like this healthy daily EQ, but when we go look at the underlying ZB, that is a daily bear flag potential. We are trapped under the 50 MA, and we have this potential daily bear flag, which makes sense because people don't want to put money. Oh, we're getting a reaction, and I'm stuck over here on a concept. Let me clear this out. Okay, so it's pop and drop. Let's see, does anybody have the numbers? Thank you. Whoa. So August payrolls, 235,000, expected 725, big miss. This could be a bad news, good news. So bad news, good news is a little miss. This is real bad news. So this may get some bearish continuation to the downside. So let me say that again. So if the job market, we were expecting an add of 725, thank you for that, Judd, and we only got 235,000 added, that is a big miss. So please, a little bad news is good news. That means the Feds will probably stave off tapering and interest rate hikes. But if it's really bad, what does that mean? That means the economy is worsening, possibly due to COVID, and supply chain issues. So this could be a bad reaction with continuation. Typically when we get these pops, I like to fade them, and we drop, I like to reverse that, but this one may stay to the downside. Crypto had an amazing night. I'm seeing Litecoin pop out the corner of my eye over here. 1 second. Amazing night in crypto. Best trading day I've had in 4 months was overnight with crypto last night. So FTT, I played the bounce. Right now I'm long LTC. So I'm long Litecoin. I am out of my FTT, but it's popping right now as well. Sorry, y'all, I'm not trying to have ADHD. We just got a lot going on right now. Okay, so with ES, we broke bear out of this 4-hour inside bar, but as long as we hold this little 8 EMA with a lower wick of bulls buying the dip, it still could be a little bull flag. So let's see how this progresses. 2-minute inside bar. Your next support is 45.34. We got a little double bottom right there right now. Then 45.25, and your resistance is the high of this pop. The high of this pop was an all-time high, 454950. 454950. We just topped out right there on that pop, and we have this squeeze going on. Let's see how this resolves. If I had to predict, I would say most likely more downside just because the news was so bad, but let's see how the bulls can recover this. The chart setup, the structure is extremely, extremely bullish. NASDAQ. Well, things have changed there. So NASDAQ, we tested this 15682. We hit 1567750. So now we're getting a bullish response in NASDAQ. So if interest rates are going to stay low for a while, that behooves the NASDAQ bulls because they have a lot of debt on their balance sheet. So we're double topping right now at 15682, 1567750, pulling back. Your support 15607, 15551. YM. Yeah, the crypto names are on fire. Let's go look at that right now. HUT. Yeah, that's beautiful. The crypto names are definitely in play today. Riot. We're bullish this morning. Mara. Bullish. MSTR. Bullish. BTBT. Bullish. Can. Bullish. Yep, bullish all the way around. Okay, YM. So YM, we have an hourly confirmed downtrend. Your next support 35333. Your resistance 35491, 35504. Big pullback on YM. So NASDAQ would benefit the most from interest rates staying low. So they are having the biggest pop. So YM, we broke structure on YM. We're in an hourly downtrend. Okay, let's go to the most important that we've been watching. We've been all over this, y'all. All of July and August, huh? We've been nailing RTY. So we're getting extended. We are not overbought on the daily yet. And Dan has been pointing out that let me show you an IWM so you can see after hours that we've been dropping pop. And then yesterday morning, we had a little drop and then the bulls bought that dip. Drop, bulls bought that dip. Drop, bulls bought that dip 3 days in a row. So Monday was the only day where that didn't happen. So Tuesday, drop and pop. Wednesday, drop and pop. Thursday, drop and pop. So let's see how it works out today on IWM. On the hourly, I would say we lost the higher low pattern with this losing this 2304.60. We just hit 22.99, double bottom here at 22.96. If we just let's just zoom out and look at the big picture, this could be a 4-hour bull flag, and look at the lower wick of bulls buying that dip. So 4-hour bull flag potential on IWM. GC. Oh, I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis. This is the pre-game show. I don't know how you found us, but I'm glad you're here. We have the Fab Four futures, commodities, cryptos, and movers and shakers of the day. That's the format every day. We go live at 8:30 Eastern. I talk for approximately 25 minutes. We have moderators in the YouTube chat room. They're reviewing the chat. I can't look at chat and look at the charts. And at the end, I will try to save a little bit of time to go over a few of your requests. So gold is popping. I don't trust this pop. So we hit 1832. So we are now in an area with commodities, with futures, and with so many different names, it is best to go with areas of resistance or zones of resistance and support, because if you're real picky nicky with $1 here and $1 there, you're going to get stopped out a lot, and then it reverse on you and go in the direction that you thought it would go. So we're coming into overhead resistance on gold, and I don't trust it because the dollar is time, doesn't have to, but it is time for the dollar to bounce. So the dollar here, got a little lower wick of bulls buying this dip, but typically if dollar starts bouncing, gold will pull back. So we just hit 1832. We ran right into that overhead resistance, the ceiling, if you will. If we're constantly building floors and ceilings, we just bonked our head on the ceiling. So I am bearish gold in the short term because I'm looking for a dollar bounce. So this pop actually could be a shorting opportunity, and your stop would be around 1837. Oil, we talked about this yesterday, how that chart, this is where we were talking about it right here. We were discussing this right here. We had this squeeze and amazing recovery, and we talked about how this chart was looking bullish, and man, does it look bullish. So 70.61 is your resistance. We just hit 70.53 and we're pulling back, and we got that nice little cup, that little round base of bulls turning and burning and buying that any little dip on oil. We are going smack into the daily 50 MA from the underside. Let's see what the bulls can do to get up and over it. We are definitely not overbought, so they could keep going if so desired. Bitcoin. Now, this chart is a chart I would put in the swing report all day, every day, any day that ends in Y. It has a squeeze. RSI pointed up, volume pointed up, EMA pointed up, price curling up, trampoline move. This is a big bull chart with a big B. This is very bullish. So we broke through 50,500. This is a bullish setup on a daily chart, meaning we could get some continuation out of this. Support 49527, 49227. So I made money last night on SOLU SDT. So I just don't want to lose sight. This is an amazing chart because they have the NFT. This is what the NFT stuff blockchain is built on. And yes, I know nothing about this, so I'm not even going to pretend. But this is a parabolic chart. But every time I get super bullish on this chart, I zoom out and I look at this huge move, and our RSI is at 87. This ain't going to go on forever. And when the party stops, the music stops, and you're going to be left without a chair if you're heavily loaded on names like this. And I'm going to enjoy the downside just as much as I enjoyed the upside. So just remember, we are not building floors and ceilings or scaffolding, if you will, on a lot of these crypto names on this push up. We are not building structure. We are just flying, wiping out stops. So on the way back, the gravity will back off. The gravity is going to just go away, and it'll come down hard. We'll have a blow off top, and I'll be trading it to the downside as well when the music stops. So Ethereum, not as bull. Wait, let's go daily chart. We had this bull flag confirmed. Gorgeous. Hourly potential bull flag. 15-minute, we got this little EQ. We're getting an upper wick of profit taking. Yeah, it's pulling back. So we see that happen a lot, where we have the market start pulling back and then crypto starts pulling back. So just be careful there. Be careful with your crypto names. If the market pulls back all day, then these crypto names could pull back. Yep. Now we're getting some significant selling. So we are oversold on the 15-minute, 5-minute, not the 30-minute yet. So a lot of our setups may be busted with this pullback. So let's go look at them. Apple. Apple is still green on the morning. We have this hourly EQ. So let's zoom out on Apple. Daily inside bar. So we have daily inside bar yesterday. And on the hourly, we talked about yesterday morning, the odds did not favor bulls getting over 154.98. I hope y'all got that top fish right there at 154.72. So now what's going to happen? If we run straight into 174.72, it could be a Lotto opportunity to short especially with the market pulling back this hard. So Apple to the short side on a bounce. And the opposite is true. If it pulls back into 152.40, that could be a long opportunity. My problem is this range is so wide, $2.32 for Apple. That's a wide range, and we're opening up in the middle of it. If we were opening up near the top, it would make more sense, and I hope that makes sense. And I tell y'all every Friday, I love Apple Lottos, but I like Apple Lottos. Typically, I get my best deal around 2 to 3 hours into the trading day, where that premium is extremely suppressed. And so when everyone's looking the other way, I like to take the opposite trade midday in Apple. So if you're part of the TCG room, my plan is to update you on what I'm doing with Apple throughout the day if I take a trade. AMD daily chart. This is a bullish chart. Hourly, we have this EQ 108.91 and 108.77 are buying opportunities if NASDAQ can recover from this pullback and these bad jobs numbers. So if it can recover, this could be a buying dip opportunity for a Lotto on AMD to the long side with market cooperation. Amgen. So this chart has a daily inside bar, and we are at the bottom. So this is kind of like Roku. We have just been going down, down, down. EMAs are stacked overhead, so we have to be careful. But this has a 4-hour squeeze. So a pullback could be a buyable dip. I'm not liking this as much with the market pulling back, actually. I like this for a long dip buy around 22474. So let's see what the market can do to recover from this news. Okay, we're bouncing a little bit. If we have a trend down day, where we're trending down, stay in your puts, stay in your bearish positions until you get a candle close above the 5-minute EMAs. Stay with it. If this is a trend day, I preach to y'all, trend days are the days that we can make the most money when our process works and we just stay with the trade. So if we get a trend day, stay with your trade. AVGO. AVGO had earnings. We talked about this one on Monday. This one has earnings and hourly squeeze, tons of upgrades, Lotto idea. So we have a squeeze on the weekly. We talked about it. We got a trade out of it the other day. It has a squeeze on the daily. It has a squeeze on the 4-hour. It has a squeeze on the hourly. You getting the picture yet? So we are coming up into the hourly 50 MA. We got to get over the hourly 50 MA or it could reject. On a pullback, I like this for a Lotto with the 2-minute high of low bar concept. If the market's pulling back, meaning NASDAQ, which AVGO is closely related to NASDAQ, then this idea will probably not work. So high of low bar and put your stop below that low bar. I like AVGO to the long side. The earnings reaction was really, really mixed, but whomever read the earnings, analyst-wise, they decided the news was pretty good. The amount, let me show y'all. Look at the amount of upgrades here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 upgrades. And these are real upgrades. These aren't faux upgrades where it's upgrading it to $300 when it's already over $400. These are real upgrades, significantly increasing the price target. So I like AVGO to the long side if NASDAQ can pull its life together. Crowd daily inside bar and hourly squeeze. So I didn't do this measurement and I should have done that. So 26556, that is the level that price must hold in order for this to potentially be a bull flag. Daily inside bar, hourly squeeze. So I kind of mapped this out last week on Apple and it was perfect. So we talk about anticipation. Anticipation is where we really level up our trading, where we anticipate what's going to happen over here in the Taylor Swift blank space, what's going to happen. if we were to break bear below this level, just dip below it just a tiny bit and get that lower wick of bull buying, high of low bar trade, that would really give me some warm butterflies that this is a daily bull flag. I like bear break fake outs on bull flags, then we can buy that dip. So let's see what happens. Again, the market needs to continue to recover for that idea to work. And right now we have potential 2-minute bear flag on NASDAQ, on ES, on YM is a little different. That's more of an EQ. RTY is a little different as well. So NASDAQ and ES, possible bear flag. So come on, market, pull your life together so we can get a lotto trade. Daily squeeze, mixed earnings, 4-hour squeeze on Docu. I like this to the long side. So this is not a back burner idea. So we're giving out trophies today. Whoever can tell me why this isn't a back burner idea. Why can't we trade Docu first 5-minute oversold? Because we're only opening up 2%. That's a big nothing burger. So back burner idea out the window, but we could do a high of low bar trade on Docu to the long side. Who got Bill yesterday? Bill paid the bills yesterday. Amazing run. I hope y'all got that one. And ASAN, man, that was a fake out. And then that dip high of low bar yesterday worked out absolutely perfectly. That's why we wait. So y'all see this? High of low bar. We broke through the high of low bar. We came back and we ran. This was just a beautiful trade. I hope y'all got it. Google. I like bear breaks and I cannot lie. 0.382 capitalize 777. 0.382. Let's go back to crowd and let's look at it. So it got added, was it to the NASDAQ, I believe, and that's why it had this big run. It had earnings, and it was most likely priced to perfection. So in this scenario, capitalize 0.382 is where you want price to hold to possibly be a bull flag. If it pulls below that, to the 50% retrace, for example, then we're looking more for an EQ, an equilibrium setup. Google, looking for first hourly oversold. And let's see what that would be. That would be around 2849. Now, if the market's coming back hard, we may not get our bounce at hourly oversold, but typically these nice, beautiful tech names are not going to stay in hourly oversold forever. So 2849, that's pretty far down. That's $23 down. So we're bouncing a little bit right now on Google. I was hoping we'd gap down open so we could buy that one. MDB, this is a back burner trade idea and a high of low bar idea. They crushed earnings. The other one that crushed earnings, I didn't want to give y'all too many earnings trades are PD. So MDB, we're opening up in blue sky territory. So I would love to buy this on a pullback for a Lotto today. And I would love for it to do what ASAN did. Just pull back, fake everybody out, then go, let's buy that high low bar. Neo potential. Let me hide this. This is getting in my way. Potential weekly bear flag top fish setup. So we got the 8, 21, 50 MA stacked overhead on the weekly. So we got a potential weekly bear flag on Neo. So what I'm watching is potential 4102 top fish setup, 4102. And I love giving y'all Lotto setups where they're cheaper, like Apple, like Bank of America, like NIO. Those, if you're an options trader, they're cheaper. So on Lotto ideas, I don't want to be spending $2,000 on an Amazon option on a Friday. That's trading. That's not Lotto. Lotto has to be a small size that you're willing to lose it all. It has to be small. NVAX, daily and hourly squeeze. I like this one to the long side. If we were to pull back into 251 area, I like this one to the long side. This daily chart has a squeeze. It got over that 260 yesterday without a lot of follow through. So that makes me hesitate just a little bit, but let's see what the bulls can do. NVAX to the long side, NVIDIA to the long side. Potential daily bull flag. And we got an hourly squeeze. This thing is tight. So a dip down to 22295 would be a buyable dip, and even 22120, then that could possibly be that bull flag area. So I like NVDA on a dip buy. I just feel it this morning. Be patient. I don't know that we're going to get our opening range plays that we like, those opening drives. I don't know that we're going to get it right at open. The best trades of the day may be 2 hours in, and with a lot of these charts, I want them to tighten a little more and just kind of firm up. So we may have to be patient today. This chart is breaking my heart. Monthly EQ is breaking bull pre-market. So we are breaking bull out of the monthly EQ when the daily RSI is already at 70. I wanted to buy it on a pullback. So I can't recommend for you to buy it up here. I just want to keep it on your radar for next week. Maybe we could have a pullback. Yeah, they got earnings out the way. So, man, this is the Jason refrigerator equilibrium. Let's see, I haven't done a triangle pattern in a while. Let's see if this works. That's just so pretty. Yeah, y'all can print that. I'll pause for a second so you can print it out because it's just so pretty. I'm just being silly. Beautiful chart. It's too extended here for me to suggest long, but let's keep it on our radar for next week for a pullback to buy it to the long side. It has a high short interest, and maybe the bulls are just done and tired of waiting and they run it all day. Who knows? I like XBI to the short side. It's extended. It's running into the underside of the daily 200 MA top fish watch as daily approaches overbought. So daily is at 67. So I like this one for a top fish. So 138.98. We have a level here of 137.17. Let me put that on there. 137.17. So the stop would be around 137.20. And if you're a marijuana trader, you should have a good day as well. We could possibly get follow through if RTY can hold up. It looks like we're bouncing pretty good now. Yeah, we're bouncing. Okay, so we've bounced enough. So capitalize. Let's look at this one. So now we're going from the opposite direction. We talked about a 0.382 retracement for a bull flag. Same thing for a bear flag. So you see on NASDAQ, we're getting over the 0.382, negating the bear flag potential. So now we're giving ourselves enough room for a higher low compared to this low of 15567. QQQ. Look at that. Same pattern because NQ is QQQ futures. So your key levels are, I'm not going to use the high of the reaction on QQQ or the low. So those are your QQQ levels, SPY levels. Yesterday we made a new all-time high, 454.05. So I'm going to stick with that level because that happened during regular trading hours. Low 452.89 and then 452.12. Don't forget the market is closed on Monday, and then 2 weeks from today is quad witching. So don't forget that as well, and SPY dividend. All right, what y'all got? MMAT. Oh, I'm trying not to sneeze. I looked at this morning to possibly add it. I just don't like it. I don't like this upper wick. It's just so pumpy. This upper wick of profit taking. So 579 is the resistance and support 403. It's already pulling back. This thing can't hold water. Support 541 and 507. What else y'all got? PayPal. Excuse me. If you're on the West Coast, my thoughts and prayers are with you, and this fire has been horrific. This kind of looks like a falling wedge on PayPal. I like this to the long side actually. 284 needs to hold that pre-market level, but I like this to the long side. Resistance 286.29 and 287.37. 284 needs to hold. I like it to the long side. Shop. Shop was disappointing yesterday. We had this squeeze, it popped, and we got this big upper wick of profit taking. I still like Shop to the long side. Resistance 1556, 1588, support 1538, and then 1537. Queen of the Mountain today, I would say MDB. So an Apple short up at 154.72 or a long at 152.40. So that's two Queen of the Mountain ideas depending on price. Right now is in the middle ground. I love to give y'all Queen of the Mountain that you can nail at open. This isn't one of those times. I need more time on my side. I need some more candles to open, and let's get tighter before we can jump in right here in purgatory. So I like Apple up here for a short, down here for a long, and I like AVGO for a long, that's Queen of the Mountain, and MDB for a long, and NIO short. Those are the four I would say are the top ones, and XBI short. So five of them. Generac, 458.10 would confirm this daily bull flag setup. Beautiful chart. Support 447.55, 437.45. EQX for Mustang. Equifax. Oh no, Equinox Gold. I thought that was Equifax. Well, if gold pulls back, if the dollar bounces, Mustang, I think it's going to ruin your setup on EQX. It's definitely a bullish chart, nice move, resistance 737, but it's so contingent on what gold does. Your next resistance over 736 is 749. Redfin. Paris, that's correct. That is correct. Okay, RDFN. I look at these, y'all, and in my head, I just see flat. I don't see energy. I'm trying to bring you names that have, what's the word for it? Kinetic energy versus potential. This, to me, is just flat, like inertia. Total inertia. Resistance 52.76, support 51.03, 50.33. Clove. Paris, I still need to answer your question. We're going live in 1 minute in TCG. Clove looks good. Clove could be a runner today. Runner. Resistance 936, but man, this thing loves to disappoint, doesn't it? And then up at 1013. Support 913. So last one, LTC USD. I want to show you this, Paris. So this is how you trade a head and shoulders here. And you see this psychology and early pattern recognition. The trade is top fishing the right shoulder. So top fishing here and putting your stop above here and then looking for that to roll over. That is the way that you trade a head and shoulders. That's it for me. Y'all have a wonderful day. Much love to y'all. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and bring a friend next Monday. I'm sending you all my love. Kisses, kisses. Stop losses.